In this list we're revising that G makes its hard sound G when it's followed by an A, O, U, L or R, and it's going to make its soft sound J if the letter after it is an E, an I or a Y. So GE is quite often used at the end of a word because English words cannot end in J, so we use the GE for the J sound instead. So if you go through, you could highlight the GI in each of these words, or the GE, or the GY, where you're getting that J sound. Now let's go through and have a look at what each of these words mean. So fragile means delicate or easily broken. A legion is a very large number of people or things. Hygiene is cleanliness. An engineer is a person who designs, builds or maintains engines, machines or structures. Agitate means to distress a person or people. Digital means showing as the digits 0 to 9. And we often see that on a clock, on a digital clock. Logical, it can also relate to your fingers too, by the way. Logical means supported by reason or law, or rational. Legitimate means justified. Registration means a process of being recorded on an official list. So car registration is a certificate that you own a car and it is roadworthy. So that's a typical form of a registration. Aboriginal means inhabiting or existing in a land from the earliest times or before colonists arrived, and it also means indigenous. Go through with your highlighter before you start and highlight the GI in each of these words, because you know that's going to be forcing the G into making it soft sound J. Now down here, write the list word for the definition. We went through the definitions yesterday on the day 1 video, so if you're unsure of what the word might be for the definition given, then go back and have a listen. Fill in the gap with the list word. Once again, if you're confused, go back and listen to your day 1 video. Antonyms mean a word that means the opposite of the given words. You're going to find a list word for each of those antonyms. Synonyms means a list word is to be found to match each of these given words, so it's got to mean the same. And then we want you to use each word in a sentence. Try to make your sentences interesting. We've given you 3 list words to use. Once again, go through and highlight the GI in each of these words, because you know that's going to make the G make it soft sound J. And highlight anything else that you can see within those words that may make the spelling easier for you. Here we're doing verb family, so we want you to write the base word, adding the S, adding the ing and adding the ed. Now if a word ends in E, which it may well do, E goes away when ing comes to stay. And if you've already got an E on the end of the word, then you're just going to have to add the D for the past tense. So forming adverbs, you know you commonly add ly to a word to change it into an adverb. So once you've done that, we then want you to use the word in a sentence. Make the list word into a plural, so we're looking at making these into plural nouns, quite easy examples given. Now suffixes have been added to the list word. Circle, so suffixes we add to the end of a word. So circle whether the new word is an adjective or a noun. Then use the new word in a sentence. So write the word, it's already written for you, circle whether it's a noun or an adjective and then use it in a sentence appropriately. So in ancient Rome, a legion was a division of 3,000 to 6,000 soldiers. Each soldier was a legionary, so we want you to use one of those 2 words in a sentence to show that you know the meaning. On the first part of this page, we're looking at professions. So by adding a suffix, we create the names of professions. So you know that by adding ER to the end of many base words, we're indicating someone who. So someone who teaches is a teacher. Someone who farms is a farmer. Someone who swims is a swimmer. Now if the base word ends in a T, we frequently change the ER to an OR, such as in actor or doctor. Florist is someone who arranges and sells flowers, and we've got the word electrician. Of course, that indicates someone who does electrical work. So we want you to add the suffix ER, IR, IST or IAN to make the profession. We've given you the first part of each of those words. Now French words also can be used to show professions. So give the definition for a chauffeur, an entrepreneur, a restaurateur and a masseuse. So what profession would you like to go into? Write 2 sentences explaining what it is and your reason for entering into it. Now, proper nouns. This is the second part of our page. So we're looking at using capital letters for all proper nouns. So it could be the name of a country, it could be the names of states, territories, regions, countries, cities, towns and suburbs. It could also be the name of a nationality or an ethnic group. And it could also be the name of a religion and a person of that religion. So we've given you some different activities, exercises to fill in with each of those categories.